Do you think the others are making good progress? Hey, look! They made it back as well! Prince! Lama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
Lihat ke kebun ya. Oh Pak. Tuh, satu dong tuh.
What? I don't know because I'm not Muslim, right? Yeah. Also, not none. Right. So why did you join us in prayer? I told him, is it really okay? Like I just it's like like interesting for me as well. I start with what? Okay. So there's also a prayer that you have to be one. That's why he gets qualified. Okay. Is that your first time crossing? Yeah, it was my first time. This helped you. The Bible is perfect. Like really, the Bible that you just crossed with God's forehead on the floor in prayer. That's what the Orthodox Christian heard down like that. So, I was just very humbling to experience this, but I guess everyone's gonna learn. But I can join, like, well, why can't you join? I don't know because I'm not Muslim, right? This is your right to create yourself. Yeah. Also, our right to create, what is the difference? None. Right. Can I get some black olives? Can I get some black olives? Oh, can I get some black olives? No. Cici melakukan apa untuk mendapatkan 10 web teman? Aku seni boleh nanti. Siap dan suka sekali. Saya dengan siapa hari ini? Angie Marceria. Angie bekerjanya di bidang apa? Aku kerja sekarang di bidang entertainment. Sudah berapa lama di entertainment? Sudah kurang lebih 4 tahun. Iya, jadi di general ya, buat yang lagi pengen content creating atau terjun ke dunia entertainment, yang sangat penting yang pertama is you have to be confident, pede, dan turunin ego dan gengsi. I feel like there's a lot of people nowadays yang mau bikin konten tuh malu. If you know that what you're doing is right, kalau sama buat apa malu? Anak muda jangan sekarang boleh mereka tidak menonjol gitu. I think in order for you to be good in entertainment, it's not just about looks, it's about how you bring yourself. Nowadays content creator tuh bukan cuma yang cantik-cantik atau ganteng doang. There's one yang educate you about fashion, food, electronic, ada niche-nya masing-masing. I feel like you have to find what you're special at, harus berani kembangin, harus berani jadi beda juga. Apa perbedaan mindset antara table class atau orang yang high class gitu? I can see the difference is there's the word kamu mending. Let's say you eating a burger for like 100K, and then they would say mending uangnya dipakai buat itu. That is, you don't have to say this is better than the other. Everyone's preference is different kan. Kita as an individual daripada mending-mendingin sesuai dengan apa yang menurut kita lebih bagus, we try to understand the other person's perspective. Don't make yourself the standard. You have to see it from their perspective. You're free. If you put your fingers in a Chinese finger trap and try to pull them out, you'll see that this is not possible because when pulled, the fibers contract around your fingers. To escape the trap, you should instead push your fingers together, and this will release it. Never use the trap with another person. Have to. Just make sure you put your if you put your fingers in a Chinese finger trap and try to pull them out, you will see. We're going to kill you if you don't give us what the money is. As a man, please do not give me. We are only taking one time for my man. Please do not give me. Praise the Lord, praise the Lord. If you are going to kill me, please kill me with one step. So you have to grab my throat. Am I dying one? Am I? Is it? But and the other side, this is the truth. We are going to kill you if you don't give us where the money is.
petualangan dapat menghasilkan peptida, anti-mikroma, atau molekul kecil yang mampu membunuh bakteri secara aktif dengan cara merusak dinding sel, bakterinya, bahkan bakteri seperti E. coli dan salmonella dapat dimusnahkan hanya dengan waktu 1 hingga 5 menit. Tapi perlu diingat bahwa zat penawar ini baru bisa aktif jika penawar dicelupkan secara penuh ke dalam tubuhnya. Dan teknologi ini sekarang sedang direplikasi dalam bidang biomaterial medis dari kota London dan struktur permukaan mudah yang membuat mirip pembukaan sayap lalat. Dan ini semua terinspirasi dari hewan yang sering kita anggap sebagai pembawa penyakit. Bayangkan seekor lalat jatuh ke minuman, pasti langsung dibuang karena lalat membawa penyakit dan ini. Tapi karena dalam jurnal Lancet Publication yang dipublikasikan pada tahun 2020 serta jurnal pendukung lainnya menyatakan bahwa sayap lalat dilapisi struktur atom yang berarti tajam sehingga mampu merobek bakteri.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flint's.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Albedo! What are you doing here?
That would be a natural assumption to make.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. And given how people of outstanding talent,
So, who's your travel buddy, Albedo?
Why don't you come and introduce yourself?
a gentleman of few words I see, and a rather stern countenance.
It's nice to meet you. Again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society.
Wow! You look so different!
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment.
Wow! You're such a smooth talker now! Paimon could get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her little Paimon, it's just because she's so adorable that they can't help themselves. If that's not a sign of endearment, what is?
You're absolutely right, Miss Lama. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina.
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for...
Uh-oh. People are talking about me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Sandrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss.
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
I overheard your little chit-chat outside, by the way. With Miss Columbina's colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the... Though, it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope it...
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing,
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in a...
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without...
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you...
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, under such circumstances, would it not be
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose...
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's...
All right.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that...
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true saint.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
You're both awfully quiet. Why don't I start us off with an Have either of you ever had your portrait painted? If not, I'd be glad to help.
That sounds like a lovely idea. You know how to paint then?
I dabble occasionally.
He's an excellent painter. Tables, chairs, people, dragons, you name it. He'll paint it for you.
I'm flattered.
If I ever get the chance, I'd like to give it a try myself.
I'll bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin? What sort of portrait would you prefer?
Oh, I'd be fine with anything. Whatever style feels best to you.
Very well. Then I'll play it by ear.
You can replicate any style I want?
I can try, if you show me a sample.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Is there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah! For starters, why'd you just...
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there. Oh yeah! You'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right?
Sure, let's...
Great! Paimon will handle it! And in return, we can get Dainslift to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just...
Indeed. Thank you.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together for a serious discussion.
I don't doubt that.
Itlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind.
So you're what? A fake Ratnik? Come on. on. Why the awkward silence?
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves.
That goes without saying. Gotta be.
Anyone else in the know? Let me guess.
It's dangerous being too sharp for one's own good, you know.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon Barbados himself, I swear.
When we went for drinks, you said that you and Barbados were practically best buds.
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Fair enough, then.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the cure.
So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here.
Did he?
I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great... Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild... For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Nysa Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who's come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite...
Wow! That's a lot of people!
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive...
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Raker of Solnari's real name is Rerir.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Neff.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you are...
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the five sinners. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The five sinners were each driven by their own desire. The visionary, Vedafinir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rhindaughter, who desired to create life. The foul, Surtologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Raker of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the...
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a...
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice?
Strangely, now that it comes to it, the fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every centuries on. The memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide...
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strat.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours...
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Danes.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly...
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though from the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rehir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it,
Kutar.
Defeating the Rehir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength
Naturally.
We've considered several viable plans now. But our choice hinges on the answers to a few key. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we...
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer.
So you're placing all your hope...
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly...
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere...
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells...
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated...
Look at them getting along so...
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you...
Is that right? Well, maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes...
Anyway, we've got... Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler...
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have...
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance,
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsliff get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain it.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You mad?
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once... Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure the reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for... Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution...
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like a...
There's a little more to it than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside, in the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here.
So, Paimon's like...
Good. Please, take a...
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rerir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure...
But surely you're not planning to go through with this.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian?
Well, as long as you don't let morbid
You're such a killjoy.
All right.
All set over here too.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra
All right. Let's close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. But according to Dainsliff, Rerir used to be an intelligence operative. Is this where you keep your secrets? A file tucked inside a folder. But at this stage I have... Wonder what kind of encryption tech... Aha!
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my...
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of... Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files. The Crimson Moon Dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rerir worked as a secret agent during the latter... Yep. Lines up Can't hide the truth. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them, just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained neutralized. This one should be archived under purged Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed, neutralized on... Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None. What's... Female, 13. Occupation, none. Neutralized and... Filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Neutralized. Male, 6. Occupation.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate line of work. Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Vedifalnir. It's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't tell me. Does someone in your position ever...
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain...
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
No fooling a prophet.
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was...
Does it feel good?
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, you fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your...
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecy?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to His Majesty than I am.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me...
You make a fair point. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a for many reasons. There is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis? Guess I'd better tread carefully.
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got his name is Rerir.
What did you...
Cruel irony, isn't it? Then
why are...
Simple. I want you to kill him. You are...
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing...
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last? Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You too were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me...
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to
persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps the Vinster King? A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rerir of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Love should be built on honesty. But ours? Is it really so wrong to hide? Vedifalnir must have known all this. In the end, nothing's... But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. No matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises. Just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli. Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish.
so easily. And no one even remembers them.
But surely you can see he's not the man he pretends to be. So many have. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether. My mind. I heard you though. You're talking about he's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you.
No. Reverie has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives, truth be told. Apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king?
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rerir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful for now. Don't come looking for me. And if anything...
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have?
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape...
You called that...
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now, you seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone. Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. Pray won't sense a thing.
I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your eyes.
I work clean. No traces.
What doesn't open the cage of opportunity right now. What if somebody doesn't?
That won't happen.
When children ever think you feel like you only had to take out a handful of it. Now,
The ones I've dealt with have always been guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
you know I didn't accept your proposal, don't you? Was it because she didn't trust you? Or something else?
Felindis, do you still
Orlog.
the boy who was pretending to sell flowers?
Yes, what about...
He was arrested. I just don't get it. After everything he's done, what? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not...
I need to go now, Felindis. They're looking. If you ever need a...
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for all subjects of observation that were sent inside have now no progress whatsoever. Things are getting worse by the day, but if all this research comes to nothing, but could he really bring him? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we? Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Wait. Thelindis? No. No! No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon! How could you possibly have anything to do with them? A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Irminsul. Finster King. How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is... No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
You're really letting...
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one...
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. But... If you let me go, you won't be...
Good point. In that case...
No, please! I just want to see the outside world.
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your...
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedafilnir. What are you trying to do?
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thelindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps... Tell me then! What will this moment of And... no answer.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging. Well, the king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. Nope, and it looks like this Thelindis, Rerir's would-be. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't... And why does Vedafilnir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you want time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that...
Rerir, are you there? Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay. I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but...
I've never seen Dane so worked up before. Whatever this is...
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. The word on the street is that Sertologi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible.
Lunatic. Roptatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum. The chief royal mage known as the Wise by Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he's...
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an... Of course, no job is without its gripe. And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice.
You must be Rarir. Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for
It's my brother, Vedofenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and throat.
Vedofenir in prison? Strange. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas
And also because you're slimy. Vedofenir, perhaps less so. But still, a visionless visionary? It rather
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now? Dane, what are you planning to do? Rescue Vedofenir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedofenir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting my blade will...
So, Vedofenir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me.
A letter of pardon? For the chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the... This black fog over the board must have another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding moon marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments, to make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied. This is not a wise move. I've always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow, if we really made it there one day, what would we find? And this is for you. I heard you're gonna leave.
Thelindis.
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and you never saw him, and I don't know what.
What if he finds out that you pried in?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's dressed.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you. Logically, I should be scared of him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be.
A red moon? You mean?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look.
I promise, Thelindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. It's light, the color of blood, no matter how.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne.
If you have any love left for justice...
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatyr and Rhindaughter will disarm. My job is to enter the prison and stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
This place is filthy. Found you. Hello.
It's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer...
I'm curious.
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a work. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on...
But he didn't listen. Worse still, Dane asked for my help. The court...
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless to change it. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future is nothing more for him than slow...
Forgive my curtness, Vedalfnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting... There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed...
Until what?
Just now.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace.
I sense hatred in you. But also hope. A desperate hope that with that this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. Is that a dagger? Interesting.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same...
We could be. But I need you...
You mean your future?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, and maybe I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I...
In matters of fate,
Answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. That is the cruelest thing about fate.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world... You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too. It turns out that we are not so...
Vedifalnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life. As if he'd discovered some monument.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must, for as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. It is up to you whether you believe my words.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return...
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Red.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no... Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? The Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way!
Wasn't expecting this.
The Universitas. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around. But if they were ever
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, what other means does the king have at his disposal? They must... And given it's a major center of abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger.
Quietly now. These are about to get dicey. Up to the breather! The pinnacle of excellence! Extinguish!
The mystery unravels.
Let's see what you're made of. Shower me with praise! Time to shine!
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over.
Goose on the loose! It all adds up.
Monsters. At the Universitas Magistrorum. Oh no. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last... I'm done for. Is anyone there? Ah! Stay back. Please stay back. Please.
What's that?
Reverie. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Just... No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerier. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lonely pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarier, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair or desire. We all have our
Rarier. Rarier.
Celindus.
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarier? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice. I will find you. And then, you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was a mom. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get... In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any... Everyone, I'm back.
She's fine.
Yes, You will have seen the events of Rarier's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from... However, I would not consider Rarier to be a nobody.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth
Cool! So, can you fill me in on the deets now?
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. Yehoda?
Yes, boss!
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was...
Forgive my curiosity, but...
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to. In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor.
Wait. How long have I been standing?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole...
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that...
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it...
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first...
Is there any similarity between what happened then?
I suppose my thoughts are a little
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your...
Meaning, you're not feeling lazy, right?
Meaning, this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that...
Boss, it's fine!
Oh, listen to you.
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient?
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. I suggest everyone finds some... Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue just because it isn't physical.
Don't I have the best employees?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions.
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just time to rally, everyone? Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means you have my word that I will get us all out of here. This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign. There's someone up ahead.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh.
There you are! Sinue's been looking for you all day.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change?
Can't hide the truth.
Hey, kid.
Mind telling me what Sinnerhe's been up to?
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next...
A new song, huh?
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up.
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for...
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoil...
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back.
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't...
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories, but things are looking up. I started working with some
So you're the Academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long.
So, do you get any...
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or...
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, you're a liar and a cheat!
I heard Yehoda gasp, but I don't blame her. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dweller's weapon. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the Academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind, almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy, and if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions. What's the other one?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. As long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail, whatever you're looking for, that...
Okay, got it.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly...
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher. And you do your best for all your... It's not just the academia, either.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've...
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to... This must be it. A big... Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormo. This one was never even opened. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage. The title is... Guided by... In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the... For example, this seems like something the academia would... Wait, what's this written on... The note says... The sender authored this letter while under the influence... This next one is addressed to... Grand Sage Azar? A few words of protest regarding in recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of However, it appears to me that these, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring, education is the fundamental purpose of this institution. As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. Great letter. And the sender is... Huh? Sage Cyrus of Spontamod. I didn't realize any... So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Whatever. This isn't what I came here. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even... I can't believe how much discarded I don't believe for 1 second that any human... Wait. Could this be it?
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, Chief of the Shin. I don't know how well you remember it now, but In my tribe, learning a person's true name, the Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find... This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on... There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago. The Eob and Unut are descended from the Thamudians. While we trace our ancestry to Tulatula, we worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes. I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but when we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started. We have next to no resources here in the desert.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things, and you were so emphatic that your luck could find... You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction. You liar. You lied about and who fell for it. Which makes you... I think I'll take over from here. I just came to say good...
Never? You...
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my home...
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you.
It was. But it doesn't matter. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although...
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown?
Yeah, about. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that it's not worth much. Keep it. It's fine.
But never...
All right. That's all from me.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean,
Yeah. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her... I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way...
It all adds up.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to...
So, you do know who you're...
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used...
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all...
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eob control I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 millions...
Don't get greedy, Ia. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive...
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as I hope I am making my...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me...
I assure you, you see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia...
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the... In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. I am partial to wine, so let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the Eab's...
What is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control...
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. That well is ours.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report.
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather...
The Eab are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the... So let me ask you, Chief. If you were the Academia, what would you...
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. At the same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in death.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the Eab, natural allies. Weren't the Eab your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this map.
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us at... You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better... Oh, Sinuhe. My gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had...
Never. It's okay. All of...
I believe I remember you
Yeah, but...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for... So, anyway, that's enough of that. Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes, if we can find somewhere to...
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead. Yes.
Really? A I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny. Or so everyone says.
You mentioned a temple.
My biggest trades...
Ah. Then
I didn't know you were clued up.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert, I would imagine it has something to do...
Sounds impressive.
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's boss enough for ya.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity.
What about him? Is he a big...
Well, he's not a small deal, let's put it that. Please, this is the big thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about... I want to do the whole name-dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too, but I've never seen...
A statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King. One of the 7 pillars of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Hold on!
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
How repulsive.
Timed that pretty well, didn't I? It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt.
Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still...
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to...
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir. It seems I alerted him. I was tracking him. Then he caught on and started tracking me too.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone?
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave it.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eye. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is... With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari. The Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lauma?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the...
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is...
But there's more to the power.
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open... And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the race.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Harir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this, with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss. This raises some interesting questions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
think of the man I once knew as Rerir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies, and the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest. Hey, is this a bad time? No need. Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So...
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will? Anyway, after all...
2 days? Holy moly! Can we...
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, we figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's...
Oh, Paimon's died.
All right, so... We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this. I mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Reher.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about...
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be...
I see your point, yeah. But if that, to be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure.
I want to do everything within my power. The Rehyr of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part...
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand
Thank you.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerir and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, He seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, thirdly, finally, and most importantly, turns out we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private...
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt.
Understood. Then I will...
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need?
The Frost Moon Scions are...
And the rest of you? No objections? All right.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes.
A very people-first approach.
Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part.
We shall indeed. You'll also. You are the...
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. So, the longer... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know.
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. Ugh, I'm actually, Oh! Does this mean someone out there? It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Nodcry is gonna...
Okay. So what
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once! Never lost so big in my life!
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvak.
You will?
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours if you want it. In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari.
You're putting me in a difficult position.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like they...
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through...
Dory! How are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all. Even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here. Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. Aha! No wonder you were talking about... that's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day I pass this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? And what's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with. Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be. Anyway, I just replied,
Fair enough.
or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate, either way, all's well that ends well. Huh? What does...
Paimon's just super surprised.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live. There are always gonna be times in life when Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to... Oh, that? I was just... Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want to do.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite.
Traveler, Paimon.
Everything going smoothly?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures.
What? You can act...
That depends on your definition of wild
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faust Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is... Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the Abyss. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form. But in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the Abyss. In other words, unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy...
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us...
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the...
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time.
All right then.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. For me, that means this gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence...
Hey everyone, guess I should introduce myself. Well, biggest strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the other...
That's right. Names are funny.
Yes. I take it...
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, but it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people.
You're different from other people.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure you're... Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Miss...
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than...
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have looked...
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going...
Okay. You see? You're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them, and even now, they still support me.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think...
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello. Ah! It caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Rerir of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time.
You will? Oh, thank you so much.
They needn't be. This was something that
That doesn't matter to them. You can't control their gratitude, so just...
It's nearly showtime. Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing on my past battles. When I was awakened by the Radniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry, I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Ino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Ino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chest set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, Traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
You're just dead meat.
Leave this place.
Let me help you guys. It's this! No more lies.
Pathetic.
Go!
Observe. Futile.
It all adds up.
Lush as the moonlight. For the everlasting forest.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Moonlight.
Observe.
Great.
Water jet! The deception ends here. It all falls into place. It all falls into place.
Pathetic.
The
moonlight.
Forest, protect us.
Be silent. Observe. Night falls.
Futile.
Water jet! Bombs away!
Receive my blessing. By the frost moon of old. No more lies. The mystery unravels. It all falls into place.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Betrays you.
It all adds up.
Do you see? From here, when will it be as you foretold? The moonlight betrays you.
Go!
Spirit is not welcome here.
The long sleep beckons. Be silent.
The deception ends here. It all adds up. It all falls into place. No more lies.
Futile.
Can't hide the truth. With one heart, we pray.
Close your eyes. Fear the dark.
The mystery unravels. No more lies. Time to come clean. Can't hide the truth. Branch into song.
Be silent.
Futile.
Close your eyes. Steady now. Fear the dark.
It all adds up.
Betrays you. Moonlight heroics is over. Moon. Who wants to go? Moonrest betrays you. Now, get out of my sight!
No! We've been separated!
Will it take?
You okay?
Never! Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
Destroyed. Reborn. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lama! Can you hear me?
But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important thing. Keep still. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
Within. It all adds up. It all falls into place. No more lies. It all adds up.
Water jet!
How much power will it take?
Wipe out!
The mystery unravels. Time to come clean. No more lies. Can't hide the truth.
Don't push your mouth.
Your death is within my grasp.
Sir can't hide the truth. No more lies.
Water jet!
The deception ends here. It all adds up. No more lies.
Go! Wipe out!
The mystery unravels.
Time to go clean.
It all adds up. How unfortunate.
Bombs away!
Seek within. No more lies.
Let's see what you're made of. It all falls into place. Time to go clean. Water jet!
It all adds up. There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you have to hold on. Find a way to...
Never. Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless, and then I will reduce you.
But that dust will plague your...
Come on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are. You've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rary.
Is that what you think, Will? No, it's...
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you! What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
We won.
Satu. Apa?
Sarapan aja besok makannya.
Makan siangnya?
Nefer, how are your eyes?
Ini bawa.
Bawa lah.
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too
Dan
late.
masak telur sendiri.
Let me handle it.
Paling mah nasi, yang penting mah ada nasi.
Oh, ada nasi aja ya. Udah besok pagi-pagi mama masak. Dada rapat ceplok disambelin aja kenananya.
Gampang itu.
Ceplok aja lah, sarua jeung nyarap jeung eta sarua be nya. Mantap deh.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most
reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome. People suffer when they make sacrifices. I had hoped you could win without sacrifice.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, my dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, and since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just...
You're right. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm
friends. You have no idea how
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head when you woke up. Barker and the others are... He also dropped off some medical supplies, but... You seem fit as a fiddle, so... if you're feeling up to it, let's head over... We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing! We were literally just saying how there's no way.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it. If that's...
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
We're here!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing.
How are you feeling?
Much better.
Relieved to hear it.
Yep.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes?
Nefer's right over... I'm sure she'd love to...
I thought of 1,000 ways to congratulate you, but...
The honorary knight stuns them speechless once
Well said. The other knights tell me that Mondstadt was the first stop on your journey. All of us are truly delighted to count you as our friend. I'd like to thank you for supporting the Knights of Favonius. And also, for... Nonsense! Of course I'm gonna mention it.
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days' rest.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware. Yehoda, could I?
Oh, sure. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second.
You bet!
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake. No, definitely a snake. A poison. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep... If you're worried about me, you can nip... It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father... Oh, father. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me. Did he really think I'd fall for that? So that's enough for you to He's a prisoner, and he was scared. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a It's preposterous. Yet I can't... They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think? Good. If you ask me, the soul of a liar... For example, when something good So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who... When you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest... If you understand what's at stake. Please... Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, after all that build-up, our mystery ally never
Huh? Am I imagining?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Boss. Although, now you mention it.
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever... He won't lie low forever.
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely. I must thank you for the device you provided.
Why come and ask me when...
I mostly came to...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor...
Huh?
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased...
Stop!
It's nothing to hide from.
How...
You're a curious case, Lords, but I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to you did it for Sumeru.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, the tech people handled the tech, and money bags provided the Mora.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that...
So? What's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be...
But surely you have dreams of your...
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. Just thinking about it makes me...
Thank you.
For the device...
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just...
Seems like we've both been away from home.
Yeah. So long that...
That would be your mother.
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but... Memory can be even more rude. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely her face...
Not everything will fade.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora. You've got a lot going for you, too. Awesome.
I appreciate the vote of...
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take...
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine.
What?
You played an indispensable role in the battle. Sometimes, when people prick...
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of...
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take...
Oh, okay.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, Traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now?
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow.
Don't worry. That's completely understood.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvak. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, so instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Colin beat. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack. For added security, the alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then during process, that power enabled her to do
What surprised me was that Dainsleif, given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make.
Absolutely. He was torn between two paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. Anyway, however you cut it.
That's the only reason.
Yes. I've thought a lot about it, and I've realized that I think this is very important.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even.
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being coworkers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now,
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some...
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time? We just wanted to, see. Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rahier of Silnor... Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh? Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, my coasters are still missing in action, though. Whoa! Pretty hefty. You can ignore those. They're just I doodle and write in my free time. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious, huh? Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably who else? Pretty much all the Mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork. Wait, are you saying you know him? I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all. I honored his request. But I did read through everything first, but I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. So... I just told you, those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just... Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my... Not that there's anything bad about them. At least... Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well... Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rival, but beneath the friendship and the rivalry, unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true. The apocalypse would arrive, and the future, a mad dream that would normally only end if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits. That dream would probably have ended up as some, but alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. The first of them to fall under its spell. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed, and although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once, but I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? Or do you despise him? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more insight. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family. After that, the only thing supporting his work was, but although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject it. I think that formulas and machines derive, yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he quit working on his formulas He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtimes. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift. This time between members of the Fontaine. And that is the story of two people from the Nazisten. One went all in on his fantasy of the other sought desperately to burn bright in his life. I do sometimes even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire. They were young children with friends and family who mattered, or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves. But instead, do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way you said that sounded just like he gave the exact, no elaboration. Just a quick short answer before getting, all right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. Polonia, exit hybrid. Thank you for Add as roll, sharing my knowledge. Committed to memory. This way turn.
Can't run from death.
I won't hold you back. Much.
We may leave at any time.
Let's light it up to the bureaucrat! Years of it! I swear by my sword!
The wind rises. Know your place. Too slow.
Sounds good to me.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Clouds high. The birds come into the wind.
Solidify!
Overruled! Off we I'm going in!
The wind knows me.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Gather!
Laid bare.
You can't run.
Transfixed! Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud.
Solidify!
Overruled! Teamwork is dreamwork!
Clouds high. The birds come.
Gather!
Wind strike.
Laid bare!
fallen leaves. Adorn my night! One with nature.
Stabilize! Your dues.